Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle a really big idea. What if faith isn't just a private feeling you have inside? What if the real measure of your faith is what you actually do? Less about what's in your heart and way more about what you do with your hands.
Most of us think of faith as something super personal, right? A belief we hold deep down. But the radical truth we're digging into today, it just flips that whole idea on its head. It says real faith isn't passive. Nope. It's active. It's not just some idea in your head. It's what you do with your hands. It's something you can actually see, something tangible in the world.
Okay, so how do we even know if our faith is the real deal? Well, there's this simple but super powerful test. It cuts right to the chase. It's all about favoritism, and it shows what you really believe, not based on what you say, but on what you do.
Let me paint a picture for you. Just imagine, you're in a group, could be at work, with friends, whatever, and two totally different people walk in. Now pay close attention, because how you react, well, that's everything.
Okay, so first, in walks a guy who's loaded. You can tell by the fancy clothes, the expensive jewelry, and what happens? You jump up, hey, come on over here, take the best seat. But then, another person comes in. This one's wearing shabby old clothes. And the reaction? You can stand over there. Or maybe just sit on the floor. You see the difference? It's so stark. The reaction has nothing to do with who they are as a person. It's all about how much money they look like they have. This, right here, is a huge red flag. The second you start playing favorites like this, you're not acting out of faith. Not at all. You're just judging people based on your own messed up, worldly ideas. And that completely goes against any belief system that says everyone, every single person, has value. And this isn't just about hurting the person who's poor. It actually turns the whole idea of faith upside down. You end up celebrating the rich guy while totally disrespecting the very people who might be incredibly rich in the things that actually count. All right, so if playing favorites is a total fail, then what's the right way to act? What's the standard we should be aiming for? Well, it's not some long, complicated rule book. It's actually just one central idea. They call it the royal law. And it's so simple, but so deep. It's just this: love others as you love yourself. That's the whole thing. This one command is the gold standard for everything we do. It doesn't care about your social status, how much is in your bank account, or what you look like. It just demands that we treat every single person with the same respect and care that we'd want for ourselves, period. And listen, there's no wiggle room here. You don't get to pick and choose when you follow this rule. The standard is absolute. If you mess up on this one part, like showing favoritism to the rich guy, it's like you've broken the whole thing. It's that serious. So here's the bottom line. When you're at a crossroads and you have to choose between judging someone and showing them compassion, there's a clear winner, and mercy always wins. It's not about harsh judgment. It's about radical mercy, active compassion. That's what it's all about. Okay, now we're getting to the absolute core of this. What happens when you've got a belief that, well, it sounds great, but it doesn't actually do anything? What happens when your faith is all talk and zero action? This is the question that just lays it all bare. Seriously, what good is a faith that doesn't lead to, well, deeds? If you can talk the talk, you know all the right things to say, but you never actually do anything for anybody, then what's the point, really? Can just talking save anyone? And this example just makes it painfully obvious. Imagine you see someone who's freezing, who's starving. Their need is real. It's right now. And your response is just words. Oh, hope you get warm. Eat something. You say all the right things, but you don't actually give them a coat or any food. Your words are completely, totally useless.
Which brings us to a conclusion you just can't avoid. Faith without actions, it's not just kind of weak or incomplete. It's useless. It's worse than useless. It's dead. There's no pulse, no life in it at all.
I mean, think about it like this. A body has all its parts, a brain, a heart, everything. But if there's no breath, what is it? It's a corpse. It's the exact same with faith. You can have all the right beliefs, but if there's no action, no breath, all you've got is a corpse.
And if you need one more example to really drive this home, get this. Just having the right beliefs in your head isn't the point. Even the demons believe there's one God. They have correct theology. But does it do them any good? No, it just terrifies them. So just believing the right facts doesn't mean a thing if it doesn't completely change the way you live.
Okay, so we've talked about a dead faith that's all talk. So what does a living, breathing, active faith actually look like?
What's the visible proof of that invisible belief?
Let's take a look at a classic example, Abraham. His faith wasn't proven just because he thought about trusting God. Nope, it was proven when he acted on it. That radical act of obedience, that was the proof. So first, his action showed his faith, but then, and this is key, that action actually made his internal faith complete. It perfected it. And that's how it works. You're made right not just by believing something in your head, but by what you do because of that belief. The two go hand in hand.
And this isn't just some old story. A true, living faith today is defined by the exact same stuff. It's not about sitting around thinking deep thoughts. It's about getting your hands dirty. It's about actively caring for people who are hurting, the vulnerable, the overlooked. It's about pushing back against all the negative stuff in the world. It's choosing to be merciful instead of judgmental. And it's about actually helping people with their real needs, not just giving them empty phrases.
So I want to leave you with one last, really challenging thought. Just for a second, forget everything you say you believe. Forget what you post online, forget all of it. If your faith was a total secret, would your actions give it away? Would the way you treat people, the way you spend your time and your money, would all that betray your secret? Would your life itself be the evidence? Something to chew on. Thanks for joining us.